In a small town in Italy, there was a violin shop. It was so small, it was almost hidden. Inside the shop was a craftsman named Victor. Victor was a very hard-working craftsman who made violins for a living. One evening, he finished his masterpiece. "Oh, you are a beautiful violin. I shall not sell you. You are my prized possession. The sound you make is magnificent, and you are beautiful to look at. I must not sell you. I cannot sell you. Go to sleep now, my little violin, and I shall see you in the morning." That particular violin he was talking about was me. I was a little nervous being left alone in his shop for the night, but I tried to relax. Although I heard some rustling outside and I didn't know what was happening, and soon a stranger entered the shop. Who was the stranger, and why was he there? Didn't he know Victor closed up his violin shop? What was he doing in there? He should leave. Somebody call the police. I didn't know what to do. I was just a violin. I would scream for help, but I can't talk, so I couldn't. Well, this guy, whoever it was, you couldn't tell who it was because he was covered from head to toe with a hat and scarf, took me and stuck me under his sleeve and took me out into the night. Where was he taking me? "Stop, you thief! I didn't know what to do. Help! Somebody help me! Stop!" Well, the stranger sold me to a famous violinist. His name was Vincent Vangelino, and he played very passionately and loved his work as a violinist. And he played with large crowds. Quite often they would hurt my ears with all their clapping. He was a passionate violinist, and I often got very tired, for he performed night after night. A year went by, and Sir Vincent sold me to Sir Venwes Vauquens. I really liked his style. He was kind of jazzy, and he really made me want to dance. Oh, yeah! Well, 3 years later, I was sold to a very popular young violinist. Her name was Vuki Lee. The audience loved her. She was beautiful, and she played on my strings so tenderly, and her music was so sweet. Then something horrible happened. Vuki Lee fell ill. She stayed in bed for weeks. I wasn't played on for a long time, and I was left by her side on a small dresser next to her bed. Her father, Mr. Lee, would quite often come in to check on her to see how she was doing. It was so sad. I was heartbroken. I just loved Vuki. And then one day, a strong wind came about and took me from the dresser. It took me out the window. It took me for miles and miles. It was a day and a half before I finally landed. I landed right by a pile of rubbish. I was so hurt and broken. I thought that was the end of me. Suddenly, I heard some voices. "Look, Mama, a violin. It's a violin, Mama." "Oh, don't bother. It's just rubbish, my child. That's why it's here by the garbage." "Oh, no, Mama. I think it just needs a little care. I'm going to take it to the violin shop, Mama." "Oh, if we must. Come, child." Down the street I went with the young lad. Things were looking familiar. We stopped at a violin shop, and I knew something was up. Into the shop we went. Oh boy, I knew I remembered this place. There was my maker. "Sir, I have brought you this violin. It is broken, but I think if with a little care, it would be okay." "Oh my goodness! I recognize that violin. I made that years ago. That's my precious violin. Oh, thank you for bringing this to me. How much do I owe you?" "You don't owe me anything, sir. I'm just happy to give it to you so it can have a good home." "Lad, you are very kind. Thank you so very much. I've been looking for this violin for years." "You're so welcome, sir." Well, in a couple of days, I was as good as new. My maker gave me a new body, polished me, and fixed me up just so. And I felt wonderful. Oh, my precious violin, I am so happy to have you back. And boy, was I happy to be back. It was so nice to be loved. Hi, guys. So today, our letter is the letter V, but we say V, as in violin. Or we could say V, as in the color violet. Oh, hello, Ellie here. Okay, so our letter for the day is the letter V for violin, as in our story. You remember our violin story? Okay, so we're going to write it today. Let's get out a marker. And as you can see, the little V only takes up one space. It does not use the top space. Oh, no. And then the big V takes up two spaces. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so on the little V, we start the cherry, go down a slide, and go right back up. Here we go. And then the big V. Whee! There you go. Varoom. Violin. Oh, volicious. I think that's a word I made up. Oh, voila. For violet. Hi, guys. How's it going? Jerome here. I've got something special under this lid. Assistant? Okay, so I have the letter V, which says V for vegetables. Yummy, and they're good for you. Hi, guys. Jerome here. How's it going? Okay, so today we're gonna go over some letter art. Yeah! Okay, so here's our letter V, which says V for violin, and that's what we're going to draw today. So here's my example. Assistant, move this over, please. Okay, so can you see my letter V? It's really dark. I mean, it's thicker than all the other lines, so hopefully you can see it. It's kind of hidden. Okay, so we're going to set this over a little bit. Keep our little V handy so everybody can see it. Okay, so go ahead and grab a marker. I'm just going to use brown because most violins are kind of brownish, but you can use purple or whatever color you want. Okay, so we're going to start right here, go down the slide like Ellie showed you, and climb back up. Leave some room for the handle down there, okay? Okay, so maybe kind of in the middle of your page. Start right about there, go down and up. Okay? Down and up. And then make it kind of thick, so maybe go over it another time. Okay, I'm having my assistant use this side of her marker to make it thicker. Okay, so it should just go down and up. Okay, that's really, really thick. Okay, then we're going to do a little curve, going in and around. Okay, on the other side, you're going to go in toward that one, so like that, yeah. Okay, so go like that, and then you're just going to loop around, okay? So, go ahead and loop around, yeah, like that. Okay, and then move this up a little bit, You're going to make a loop down here. So, loop down here, and then you're going to make some dots down at the bottom. Okay, a dot, and a dot, and a dot, and a dot. Yeah, nice. Okay, now, do some little wigglies. So, little wigglies. They kind of look like S's, like S, right? Okay, and then we're going to do some strings. All the way down to there, yep. Yeah, and maybe another one. They have 4, but don't worry about it. If you can fit another one in. Oh, okay, baby. Okay, so there's our V for violin. Okay, see, there's our V. It's kind of hidden, but you can see it. We went over it a few times, to make it thicker. Okay, and you can color it if you want. Any color, or just leave it the way it is. Good job. Hello there, Ellie here. I have the letter V, which says V for van. Look at my cute van. Oh yes, I love these vans. Okay, I'm going to drive it. Vroom, vroom, beep, 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 beep. Out of the way. Beep, 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 beep. Vroom, vroom. Van life is fun. Okay. Hi, guys. Okay, so I have the letter V, which says V for vest. Yeah, my new vest. My grandma got it for my birthday. Yeah, and I'm going to try it on. I think you're going to like it. It's kind of snazzy. It's got some buttons. Yeah, V for vest. Okay, guys, it's time for a review. All right, we've got a lot of letters here, and that's okay because you can do it. You've been practicing. All right, so I put these two together again so you don't get them confused, okay? So the P for the letter P for pizza and puffer fish, P goes toward the honey line. See the bubble toward the honey line? You can dip the pizza crust in the honey. Good to remember. Here's Qua. It goes away from the honey line, okay? R for radish. S for snake. T for tree. V for violin. Are we ready? Get set. Go. We'll start slow. P, Qua, R, S, T, V. Okay, good job. A little faster. P, Qua, R, S, T, V. Faster. P, Qua, R, S, T, V. Okay, now go to the plain ones because this is what you're going to see in books and stuff. P, Qua, R, S, T, V. Faster. P, Qua, R, S, T, V. Jerome. Oh, yeah, Ellie? I'm trying to read. Okay, good job, guys. Gotta go.